Today we're gonna take you on a self-guided food tour around Prague city center. We're gonna go to 5 places and try typical Czech snacks and dishes. All of these restaurants are gonna be super close to one another, so we are gonna do bare minimum in terms of walking. Let's go! First and foremost, we are gonna grab some kolache. If you have seen our videos before, you know what it is. It is a delicious round pastry filled with cottage cheese, fruits, and other seasonal produce. We have been to many places that sell kolache before, for example Kus kolache outside of the city center, but we decided to go to Zrnko because we haven't been there before, so I'm eager to try what they have. Let's see. Alright guys, we've got our kolache. Looks delicious. It is with raspberries. Let's try it. Really yummy. So this kolache is called Moravian kolache, which means in the rim over here it has cottage cheese inside. Take a look. See it? So you don't just get the fruits on top, you also get cottage cheese underneath everything, which makes it softer and more delicious, in my opinion. I think this is my favorite type. My second favorite is called a Pražský kolache or Prague kolache, but it is very different, which is basically a softer bun cut in half and with cream inside. So it looks more like a round sandwich with cream. But this one, I think I like the most. You also have a little bit of like sugary crust on top of it here. On my way to the second spot, we are gonna cover the unbelievable distance of about 100 meters. Let's go. Ta-da! Our next spot is of course Chlebičky spot. We couldn't help ourselves. We've talked about Chlebičky many times in our videos. We visited an iconic Chlebičky spot called Zlatý Kříž. It was also delicious, but I wanted to try something different today. So let's check out Sister's Bistro. Chlebičky is an open sandwich, which is very popular in Prague and Czech Republic. There are different types of chlebičky. Honestly, I cannot even count how many there are, and people keep inventing the new ones, so there are more chlebičky than hair on my head, probably. We've decided to go with the classic and with something unique. So the classic is of course the cheese one with cranberry, and then here we have chlebiček of the month, and that one is with potato and truffle cream. So I'm gonna go with the classic one first. Okay, here we are. Oh yeah, creamy and cheesy. Good combo with the cranberry sauce. Alright. Okay, let's go with the second one. This one's obviously more unique. You cannot even tell that it's potatoes. And just the taste of the truffle is more prominent in that one. The previous one was on a white bread. This one is not. And right across from here we obviously have a very popular butcher shop called Naše Maso, but as you can see there's a little line. Luckily, I know another place where you don't have to stand in a line and it's cheaper, but we'll go there later. Alright guys, we are done with our chlebičky. What can I say? It was a work of art. Not necessarily a budget place. Usually chlebičky cost around 30 to 40 crowns. You can definitely find cheaper ones if you type lahutky. Usually some alternative budget places pop up. Alright, we will take a little bit longer walk, not just a couple meters, this way. Alright guys, we've arrived to our next stop, which is right on the side of the municipal house, very famous building. If we're doing a food tour in Prague, we have to have some beer and beer snacks, of course. Today we're going for classic Pilsner beer. If you're interested in some lesser known beers, we made a video about that. You can check it out over here. And also we are gonna grab a beer snack. So let's go check it out.
Dobrý den. Jedno malé pivo a jednoho utopence.
Got some classics. I got a small Pilsner beer. Na zdraví. And now the star of the show. In Czech it's called utopenec, which means drowned man, so it's kind of grim. Maybe not in the holiday spirit, but this is a very festive place nevertheless. This is basically a pickled sausage. As you can see, there's some cabbage on it. Alright. And it looks very tasty. So this is a typical pub food. So when you come to a Czech pub and you get a beer, this is what you get on the side. Delicious. In case you are wondering how a pickled sausage tastes like a sausage, but saltier. This is a pretty local spot located right on the side of the municipal house, and it's basically just a window and a little area where you can quickly grab a beer snack, which is what we did, and they also have some small lunch options as well. It is not really a tourist-friendly spot though, meaning don't expect bartender to speak English to you or any other language than Czech. They will not be explaining all their menus, recommending stuff. This is just kind of like a grab and go, mainly for beer, if you don't mind. The positive of this place is that it is really cheap. I believe we paid how much? 150 crowns for a beer snack and a small beer. Great price. Beer tastes good as always, and beer snacks were fine as well. So definitely a cool kind of like hidden spot if you need a quick pit stop for your beer and then move on somewhere else, but not good for sitting down and having long lunch. For that, go to their actual restaurant in the same building. Okay, municipal house check. Our next spot is right around the corner, but as you can see, Prague is full of beautiful architecture. We are right now at the Powder Gate, and guess what? This is where we start our walking tours every single day. If you want to find out more about the history of Prague and learn some cool tips from locals, this is our website. You can sign up anytime you want, and we'll see you guys on our tours, because we cannot just eat all the time, right? We need to do a little bit of cardio and learn something on the way. But I'm gonna keep eating. Let's go. Okay, we've arrived to Bistro u Bíka, which means Bull's Bistro. It is a modern Czechoslovak bistro, which also doubles as a butcher shop. Let's see what they have. Guess what? They're blasting Christmas tunes inside, so that means we have to talk about everything here. That's the joy of filming in restaurants, in cafes, trying to dodge copyright strikes. Anyways, as you can see, they have pretty wide selection of different types of meat, sausages, so if you are a meat eater, this is the place to go. They also have chlebičky. We've tasted them before, they were delicious. This time I decided to go for a staple, párek v rohlíku, or Czech hot dog. The difference between the Czech hot dog and the regular hot dog is that in the Czech one you have the sausage that is put inside of the bread, while in the regular hot dog the sausage is laying comfortably in a sliced up bun. I really like the hot dog here. It was just 69 crowns, so I think it's also a good budget deal if you wanna try it and not leave the city center, because a lot of these hot dog stands are sort of spread apart. They also had some breakfast options. Obviously they were pretty meaty breakfast options, but if you are looking for a good butcher shop, this is definitely something you can check out. Alright, I think we've had enough of snacks, enough of pre-game for the actual lunch, so let's go for something heavier and hopefully more filling. And a stone throw away, we have our lunch place of the day. It is a restaurant called Červený jelen, or Red Stag. I might have to fight some people to get a table. We'll see how it goes. And we decided to go with the dumpling. This one is with turkey and it's from their daily menu, so it has a little bit of a better deal when it comes to price. Okay, alright, let's try it. It is large, it is large. Okay, let's dig in. Amazing. Also has sauce all over. It's great. This one is great because usually the stuffed dumplings or dumplings with filling, they're much smaller, but this one is humongous. Look at that. And it's very fluffy. And obviously the meat tastes good. Gosh, I bet you're all jealous. That was our lunch. It was a little bit intense. They have a lot of people. This restaurant is more of a fine dining experience. It is definitely not laid back. Everyone looked fancy and posh. So if you are looking for a place for anniversary or some special event, this is definitely a place to go. Or you can come for a lunch menu like we did. And that was more affordable. Believe it or not, we are not done, you guys. We are continuing to do our bare minimum of walking. Literally 2 steps outside of the back door of the Red Stack and arriving to our very last spot, Cukraș Scala. We are gonna get some dessert, cannot wait. Alright guys, as you can see, we went with some retro desserts. We have veternik here, which is a profiterole, essentially, so it has some cream and custard. And then we went for indianek, which is a chocolate glazed meringue on a little cookie, basically. Okay, let's go with veternik. Oh wow. Look at that. Very, very creamy. Let's go for this one. It's very light and fluffy. I think this is my favorite actually. I am sugar high right now, but very happy. We just had our retro desserts, really loved it. In my opinion, this is one of the best places in the city where you can get those. And that concludes our video, you guys. What can I say? We had some cheaper food, we had some fine dining today as well. Budget options, everything pretty much. Even managed to get tipsy in the middle of the day. Hope you like the places that we picked today. I'm gonna link them all in our food maps that you guys been loving so far. If you haven't checked them out, I will leave them in a pinned comment as well as in the video description. Thank you again, and we will see you in our next video. Bye!